Hey everybody, Asher here, back with some more Insane Stellaris 1.1, where we are playing as an empire that I still have not been able to pin down how exactly to pronounce it, so I'm calling it the Euro Conglomerate. And we'll see how that works. We are a plutocratic oligarchy, which I've seen some people say is one of the strongest things to start into on random now. We are xenophile spiritualist, and xenophile bonuses are a little bit broken, but the decrease in mining base cost will hopefully roll over really well. We have some good territory so far, and while we do have 3 systems that are currently within our grasp, we're trying to look for another one. We do have some borders that we can extend over here, especially once we go ahead and colonize this planet. Or not this planet, but this moon that's mineral rich. We can actually ditch that frontier outpost. So that would be lovely, and we're almost there. Now in terms of contacts, I can't talk. We only have 1 so far, and they're wary of us, but they don't hate us. So that's a start. Now we do have a little bit of border friction. They do like that we're xenophiles. And they have traders and trade with something else. They have an active sensor link I opposed with, or I assume it's with traders here. But let's go ahead and offer a trade deal. We're doing pretty good for things, so let's just go ahead and do a nice little happy gift to say hello. I think that's a good way to try and start off relations. We are still exploring. We still have 2 science ships available. We have our tiny, tiny fleet, and if we look at our research once again, we're getting a few other things. The fusion reactor is going to help. The increased influence is going to help. Biggest thing for this first part is try not to get anybody to piss us off. Or piss them off. Very well. We find this offer acceptable. So, yay. Enjoy your 100 credits. Please like us. Now, we can still explore their planets. Or their systems. So that would be good. We're going to move it up to fastest. There will be some times and places where we call for doing this a little bit later. Alright, so we have a science ship over here. And we have an old explorer located in the remote part of Asante, or Astare 5. The science team have found an out-of-place metallic tablet. So we get survey data from a distant system. Looks like it's that one. Interesting. Well, we'll see what we get. So we have 2 explorers right now. We have a few places that, like, if we get tundra colonization, we may be able to get some stuff. And we have hostile fleets as well. How hostile are we talking? Pretty hostile. So you guys can just get out. They're already running. We need to find some other places to build like, this could be a good spot for a frontier outpost. Assuming it's going to grab all of these. Like, that's a lot of minerals. Alright, so we know that one's hostile. We've been to that one and it has practically nothing. Big thing is I just want to find a place where we can do 2 things here. Now, first off, we're getting some minerals in place. And we have a free colonization shot at this system down here. We have 2 places where we can colonize, so one of them is going to... Well, wait. I did see that wrong. But anyway, we do want to go ahead and get this one at some point. It's 15, so it's not bad. It only costs 30. We do have 3 worlds that are currently ours. There is an Arctic world in these borders as well. And that one's okay. We don't have any places that, like, blow the doors off of anything. And it looks like we actually... Is that a frontier outpost? No, it's military raiders. Alright, fleet assemble. And those are our traders. Transmission. We're receiving it from the Hathgun Commonwealth. Hello! Maybe you guys will be friends today. I speak for you guys. You're a plutocratic oligarchy. So, love and friendship. Dog. Alright, so we know that there's a wormhole station over here. We know that there's some hostiles over here. And we know that our borders to the north are going to be... They're fairly strong. Let's go ahead. I think it is a good idea to go ahead, before we build another colony ship, to plop a frontier outpost here once we... get here. It won't take too long for us to get the remaining minerals. Let's go ahead and research this anomaly. You may have noticed that I'm not reading through the anomalies quite as much as I had the first go around here.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, hostile fleet. So that looks like just some mining stuff, right? Okay, this combat shouldn't be too bad. So asteroid outposts, they're not really killing us too badly. Right, so these frequent storms give it more science. That's great. Our corvettes are not super happy, but that's okay. But these are the Dark Riders. We do not want them to have their asteroid base, so one corvette down. Yeah, beautiful battles is supposed to make things look a little nicer. We'll see, though. So let's go ahead. We need to repair you. We got some more research available. Cloud lightning, which is interesting. Mummified pilots. I like the flat research speed, but that will come back. I like the power hub and the energy capacity, but I think we need to go blue lasers. Even if the other thing increases our research speed. Now I do have energy siphon and some other things unlocked. Farming subsidies is okay. We'll go ahead and go for the other influence. Because this will let us spam a few more frontier outposts. So let's go to you. And then I think our next course of business is to build a colony ship. And do we have any other places that look like it's a really good idea for a frontier outpost? Whoa! The ship must have triggered some kind of proximity alarm. Science officer reports that the structure suddenly lost buoyancy and plummeted into the gas giant's lower atmosphere. So 7% chance of failure is still a chance of failure. Alright, so Umaz, thank you for telling me, yes, if you press the up arrow, things will actually upgrade. And someone in the comments, I forget who exactly, said that once I upgrade this, I should be able to get the planetary administration back. Problem is that planet's going to grow really slowly because it lacks food. So we need to do one of two things. We don't have, I don't believe we have hydroponics researched yet. No. So we need to get food on there. So, all right.
System survey complete.
And we still want to keep. I'm just gonna go ahead and queue a few surveys. This by the way is how we run into hostiles almost right away. Is if I just let that go. So there's a few things we need to do. We need to upgrade our infrastructure for sure. We need to upgrade our navy. We need to get another colony ship out there. And the Row aliens. Who are they? Are these just traders? Looks like they are just traders. We'll let them come to us. It doesn't look like we're having too much in the way of border conflict. I just really want to be able to get another system that actually has some colonization potential. This one probably is not one of them. But at least we're not totally like locked in on our borders, and these stars will be better explored later on. Alright, so we have another frontier outpost almost done. We really need to get on building a lot of like mines and stuff too.
Construction complete.
Alright, so is this actually a okay, that's a science ship as well. And what's that? Desert, tropical, new contact. Hey you guys! You look like fun at parties. With the Ulter Collective, love and friendship is the way. Eat your breakfast every day. Alright, so what is you all's relationship? Y'all don't really have a relationship. They are neutral towards us though. Whereas you guys are wary. And we have a survey completed of habitable worlds. Yay! We got a lot of stuff for it. Same as last time. Alright, construction ship. Do we just... I think we build that colony ship first. We kind of want to save on our... okay, we have some stuff in our borders right now. It's not going to take too long for us to get another place here. So we do have a science ship that's done. They just say survey done, but it's going to go to another system. So you're automating. You are automating. Looks like we got a lot of stuff from this neutron star, so that's great. And transmission from the Hazar Homogeny, so we figured there was somebody else up here, so there we go. Gained influence of 20. We're actually getting closer to the cap. So good, we're meeting all of our neighbors, and some of them are stronger than others. These are overwhelming people. Alien species procurement. Let's go ahead and begin this one. So, Did these guys have like an earlier jump start or something? Everybody's going to be superior to us, and so far it doesn't seem like anybody really wants a fight. So that's part of what we need for this early game. Encounter with the Phi aliens. And these guys are hostile to us. Well, we can take them on. Let's send you guys over here. Like I said, I'd just like to find one more system that we could possibly colonize here, but we should have enough now for... Like, we got a lot of stuff we gotta do. We gotta build another colony ship. We've got to get that colony established. We've got to build a few more frontier outposts. Looks like we're going to be building another frontier outpost. Like, that seems pretty good. That'll grab some of these resources here. We can always colonize some of these planets later. Alright. Always pausing here. What kind of hostiles? Same kind of hostiles. Okay. So this is the light and energy dudes. They're gonna blast through us until we get some shields. So that's not great. But let's see here. We need some more spaceports. That'll come soon. This fight is not going to resolve very kindly in our favor, but it should be in our favor. Alright.
Situation log updated.
So they're dead. I'll probably take you on. Okay, should be able to get this. Yeah, should be able to get that from over there. Alright. So the wormhole you gotta get outside. Then you guys are just hanging out. Alright, here you come. So, do we have a colony ship? It's building. And so your direct democracy, they have declared the Fatitian Confederacy and the Ultra Collective. Surprise, surprise. Good fences make good neighbors. Alright, so these guys can outrange us by quite a bit. We should have the superior firepower, and we have an admiral, but we're taking some losses that are at least spread out over instead of dealing with just one ship taking damage the whole time. And our lasers are pretty effective. I don't know why their weapon type is... I don't know why shard thrower is being considered a laser weapon, but definitely heal up. And it looks like we are almost... Looks like we're almost there.
System survey complete.
Alright.
Debris analyzed.
So, construction ship. We got a lot of notifications here. But construction ship definitely wants you to put another frontier outpost here. We can always move these later. I'd rather consolidate my borders back here and then have conflict later. So we have Chai aliens. And we got a lot of energy available. Is there anything else that we can do with it right now? Like if we look at our Corvette, we don't have a ton to upgrade. We have reactors we can upgrade, but we don't have defenses yet. So it's not really worth my time. Except for maybe the scanners and stuff, but let's just keep going here. So what's this one? Situation log. Scientist with 3 skill or higher. Looks like that's going to be you. Because this is part of our event chain. And we should have another one up here. Alright. If you hold shift and move around, you can actually get that. But see, we're expanding pretty well. The AI is a start here. But we're going to have to be mindful that we don't have too many more places that we can actually go. So, composite armor. Betharian. I think it's time for Betharian power plants. Not because we need it, but because we need the resources here. So let's go ahead. This is not my favorite place to colonize. And it's going to cost 130 influence to colonize for some reason. Base and then distance. I guess that's distance from any other colonized worlds. That's interesting. Well, we're going to do it anyway. Alright. Whoa! Hostile fauna. Hang on a second. I thought this planet wasn't occupied last time I checked. Did I miss something? Fungoid presentient. Society outfit. Fungoid presentient. Native intellectuals. Now here's the thing is that if we look at our policies right now, we are xenophiles. So we can't enslave these people. Resettlement, voting rights, leadership. First contact protocol, unrestricted. Oh, that's for trading. Well, that's interesting. You know what? I just want to see how things have changed. Because in the previous patch, the kind of alarm bells went off for colonizing this. But I think it's a good idea to at least go to this planet. Just to kind of hold our borders. Can't place colony on a pop. I guess we'll place it here. Alright. I'll set aside a ship down here eventually. So we want to research all the things. Let's see here. Let's work on some of our infrastructure upgrades here just a little bit. Probably starting with actual, like, farms. Like, I need to clear some of these tiles, but this one actually doesn't have a lot of food. So we need a little bit of that. Like, our pops are actually not growing right now. Go ahead and research that. How about over here? We have a little bit of food and we have a little bit of minerals. And we need that food for now. So we gotta remember there's a lot of minerals on this planet, but we still need our people to eat at some point. Getting research for clearing glaciers would be fantastic. Automated shipyard. Yay, that's a fun one. I wonder if that one still bugs out all the time.
Anomaly found.
So anyway, these guys... We have a colony that's spreading over here. What kind of planets do you all like? You all like Arctic worlds too. What kind of planets do you like?
Construction complete.
Tropicals. So... Transmission from the combined Visari worlds. Hey guys! First contact. How are you all doing? I speak on behalf of you guys. We're evangelizing zealots. We just want to be friends. Alright, so where are you? Ooh. So that is a clustered start. I actually got kind of lucky that people are not right behind here. So it appears that the asteroid and the surrounding debris are that of a former planet. Deep within the center of the asteroids, you can find traces of extremely valuable minerals. There's also hints of bacterial life that have now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once bore the promise of life, which is supposedly fairly common. So let's see here. Amazing. So I guess we want to put a frontier outpost down here. Just so we can get some of this stuff. Alright. That's pretty fascinating. So our empire's starting to stretch just a little bit. And I'm just trying to think about what places would be good to actually consolidate our borders. Like, we have wormhole space, so we're pretty safe going in certain directions. We still have a lot of influence. We have a lot of other crap going on, though. Let's go ahead and upgrade some of these minerals. And non-aggressive pact. Let's see. That galaxy presents enough threats. Yes, non-aggressive pact is great. We're touching borders now, so that works out pretty well. Alright, and we can go ahead and nix you. Because, well, we can't nix you just yet. I thought the colony was done. It's not quite done yet. So I'm doing okay with one construction ship. Maybe I should go ahead. Let's go to the construction ship. Let's go ahead and auto upgrade. Colony ship, auto upgrade. We want to give them a little bit of defenses. We want to give them... It does make them slightly more expensive to build. And transport ship, which I don't think we'll be building, but let's go ahead and build a second construction ship. That's going to help us out. And so far we can only put solar panels up, so there we go. More places that can be ours.
Construction complete. Colony established.
Alright, so let's go ahead and ditch this. Alright, so there's our colony. And these borders were touching, and then I guess they weren't. So we'll let that... We gotta figure out our border range a little bit, but it looks like we have a survey going on over here. If we can just kind of grab these worlds,
Research complete.
that would be lovely. We have a tundra world over here we may be able to colonize eventually. It looks like we don't need this frontier outpost either anymore. Derp. And we have a few traders going between places, so we're kind of alive. You can see taking down our frontier outpost
Special
actually
project complete.
hit some of that. So tar black preserved or gathered. That's good. And now planetary fortifications, deflectors, UV laser, all very exciting. But I think we're gonna have to go with the deflectors just for the ship gear. We need deflectors are very, very strong. And I guess if we put a frontier outpost one of two places, we can put one over here. I think that's fine. And we actually got a lot of stuff with this stretch. So I think that's okay to kind of defend our borders. And then if we put another one down here, we should be getting some more influence from research here. I think I'd really like 3 influence. Are there any systems? I really want to see if there's like another colonizable system down here. But just pushing a little further on with our borders. Let's go ahead and construct here. Like there's a lot of resources there. There's potentially an ocean world that we can eventually colonize. So I'd like to grab that. So second construction ship. Definitely going to build a wormhole station first. Let's build you down here.
System survey complete.
Alright, science ship done. Good. Good, except that you didn't find anywhere where we can live. So that's unfortunate. And you guys need to upgrade. Well, let's wait to upgrade until we do lasers. Let's just go ahead. And we've got some minerals. I want to go ahead and build a spaceport. We need to do a few things. We need to up our fleet cap. We need to fix some stuff that's going on the surface. So we have another pop that's very, very, very slowly growing. We really want to be able to clear some of these debris.
Science ship under attack.
Huh? Science ship under attack. Alright. That's not so bad. Let's just take a few more things down there and we shall clean it up. And there's another colonizable... There's some really colonizable worlds down there. Alright, so we're going to be building another colony ship. And we want to... Let's go ahead and see if we can see how many tiles this world is. 11. That's not a lot. So while there is a colonizable system there, it looks like this system is going to be better for our purposes. So we do want to go ahead and drop, I think this may be the best place to drop a frontier outpost. We'll keep that in line and we'll build another colony ship here. That seems fairly reasonable, especially if I kept things unpaused.
Special project complete.
Okay, so we got more dudes. Just gotta wait on the colony ship. And this science ship has been going for a very long time. Alright. Like, we got some more places that we can explore over here. We kind of got the galaxy arm defending us a little bit, too. Is there a reason this wasn't researched? Probably because I didn't assign anybody. Actually, you know what? Go repair first. There we go. Construction ship, what'd you do? Alright, now we need to start building up our... Well, let's see here. There's all these things I want to do. I want to get my mining together. I want to get everything else together. I want to get a colony together. So once we get our 5th colony in place, then maybe we can go ahead and get some other stuff together. There's probably some really good systems over here. Alright, let's go and build a mining station here. Since we built the ship, we want it to be doing something. If it sits there and does nothing, it's just wasting time. But that's good to know that frontier outposts are going to actually bump out a little more than actually having a planet colonized. Although I think colonization is based a little bit on, let's see. What kind of plants do you all like? They like arid worlds, so they may actually want to go there. Yeah, what are you? You're building our other frontier outpost. So as nice as building a colony ship would be, I actually am at risk a little bit of losing this place here. So that way we can have our land. We'll have our happy little corner of the galaxy. We actually have some pretty good places. The Orinthini secured is good. But we actually have our own little place where we can just kind of take a look and see. Let's go ahead and just for the sake of exploration, explore. And just for the sake of defending our borders, let's attack. I could be upgrading these ships to better weapons, but we enjoy the challenge. So friendly fleets of traders are just going through the area, not bad. More things are building. So every time we get a few more minerals, that's nice. We're creeping ever so closely to our cap. And we have Omega aliens and Yaltup.
Evading hostile fleet.
They're whoa! Those are very hostile aliens. Well, we know we can't colonize anything there. Probably would take way too much influence to do it regardless. Alright, so what are you doing? Construction ship? Whoa! The Confederacy and the Ultra Collective. Well, they're at war with each other. I halfway wonder if I can go through the debris and actually research things. Let's see here. We need to go ahead and fight. It's good that these guys are just
Special project complete.
individuals. So, science officer's done the special project and gained 200 experience. Cool. Okay, looks like we got some more places we can survey down here.
Situation log updated.
Alright, what else do we got? So these guys are at war. I don't actually think I can do anything, but it's nice they're going after each other instead of ourselves. So if these guys get eaten, I'm going to have to start watching out. Why is that not getting dismissed? Alright, so here's little space battles. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this save's starting out. I don't necessarily like that this area is kind of jutted off from borders, but once we get a few border expansion techs, we should be pretty good. So we have a second construction ship.
Complete.
We've got a lot of things we can do. And we have a lot of places that we need to go ahead and just get started building mining stations all over the place. And we've encountered another civilization. Actually, this is pre-sentience, the Bavi civilization of Dolok. Presence of a pre-space alien civilization. And I was saving up for a colony ship and I didn't actually build it. Alright, what's on the surface? Machine Age. Machine Age aliens. Wow, that is a huge planet. It is a tundra planet and it is huge. Maybe we can bring them into our fold. Oh, you can only build an observation post within your borders now. That's interesting. And alien proto-civilization encountered over here. So Stone Age primitives that don't show up on the surface. So what happened to these guys? Let's look over here. Okay, so these guys are just here. They're pre-sentient. We cannot move pops belonging to a pre-sentient species. But if we get these guys now, we may be able to uplift them into something else in the future. So maybe this was not the best place to colonize. I can't really abandon the colony, though. We'll just have to outpopulate them, I guess. Like if we look here, asteroid collision, fortuitous event. We can't purge, we can't enslave. We can't resettle. So it looks like uplifting is our option here. Alright, let's just go ahead and kill you guys off. I don't know why y'all are just sitting there. But yeah, we're just at about time. So I've made one kind of significant mistake with hostile fauna here and a world that's already populated, but at least we'll be able to grow there eventually. We've got another colony ship that we want to build. We've got a lot of upgrades that we want to do here, so that's awesome. Let's go ahead and just get our steam overlays just beating the crap out of me here. Let's go ahead and clear all these up as well. But yeah, that's it for now. This is Asher. Insane Difficulty, kind of starting off like other games in general, but we're about to get into the point where hopefully we can build up our infrastructure, and then we're going to have to try and get our research up just barely enough to survive and advance. So power hub's okay.
Hostile fleet engaged.
That's good. We got some more borders here. That's good. We've got other places we can go. We actually have another potential colony down here. And please tell me this one's promising. Oh! And it's not actually populated by people. 19 pops, 44 to colonize, requires a colony ship, which we are building. I mean, like I said, I don't necessarily know if I can abandon this colony, but this may be just getting shunted off into a sector later. But it looks like we want to colonize down here after all, and that will bring other things in the borders as well. So that's all very good. We're actually almost at 4 or 5 systems. I'm not too happy with the status of this system though, so we may just have to suck it up and have it right now, make it its... This will probably be a little place of its own. But yeah, that's about it for this one. I'm just going to set my scientists to explore off camera, but we'll go ahead and do this again next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. This is Asher with more Stellaris 1.2 Asimov update. Insane random start. We're getting to be empire builders a little bit. We'll see if we can turn it into war profiteers before too long. Thanks for watching. See you next time.